Well, hello. Nothing's been happening on the rod yet. I'm just doing my dinner. But I've been chatting to the bailiff for the last 2 or 3 hours, doing my bloody boxing, as you always do. Tactics today, 2 little single hook baits, pineapple and white chocolate wafters, 12mm tipped with pink corn again, but this time I've put out a few 12mm in the mini spom because of the flying rats, and I wanted to get a few baits out there. I've just put, I don't know, 8 or 9 at a time in the spom and flicked it out. Done that about 5-6 times, I suppose, so there's a little bit of a spread of bait out there, but they're only 12mm. So that's it for this update. I'll speak to you later. The water temperature today is 3.5 because I've just checked it. I've already had one drop run. Well, didn't drop it, I just didn't get to the rod in time. I was spomming some bait out, some little 12mm, and the bobbin went up, and then the line started cutting to the left, and I wound the spomming, put it down, and then that was it, game over. So cocked up a little bit there. Still, it's got a few hours yet. What's time? What time is that? I don't know. About 11 o'clock, I suppose. So I've got 2 or 3 hours. It's more to do with if you're that way inclined, finding down your fluorocarbon hook length in winter. No doubt it'll work with the 15, 18 and the 20-pound fluoros that's out there, but I prefer this way for the 10s and the 12s. Now that one there, that is how most people tie the knotless knot. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by showing you how to tie a knotless knot. But yeah, that's how most people tie a knotless knot with fluoro. Now, the only problem with that is, over the years, I've found a problem with the eye. Just there, if you can see it. Because you're coming in from that way, that, as you can see, has got a very acute angle. Now, my version of a fluorocarbon light line small hook rig is that it sits more or less exactly the same as a uncoated braid. But what I do, instead of coming in on the final turn, instead of coming in, excuse me, pointer again, instead of coming in that way, if you like, right, instead of coming in that way, I come in from that way. It works on any in-turned eye. Right, now to get the aggressive angle, if I can find them. Yeah, they're in here. To get the aggressive angle, I don't use shrink tubing anymore. I've not used shrink tubing for a long while. I use the liner liners, of which I've got 3 different sorts. I'm going to find them all. Right, yeah, I've got them now. I use the Gardner ones as standard. Can you see them? Yeah, I use the Gardner ones as standard. If I want a more aggressive slip, then I'll use the Tasca ones, because as you can see if I can't get one out of the packet. Don't think I can. As you can see, they've got a very aggressive bend. If I want to keep everything supple, you know, so just a little bit of a kick and what have you, then I'll use the Fox ones. I'll get one of them out. And as you can see, they are not quite as aggressive as the Tasca ones. Now Fox do 2 different sizes, from, what's these, size 10 to 7 hooks, and then they do a size 6 to size 2 hook. The Gardner liner liners, which I never showed you, but I'm going to now, are just available in 2 sizes, large and small. That's the standard one that I use when I do use them. They just do large and small. Tasca, I think Tasca do these in the same as Fox, from 10 to 7 and 6 to 2. But with the Fox ones, although they do different size hooks, they also do a micro one, you know, which is I don't know, about half the size of those, I suppose. But they're just the turners and flippers that I use. I don't use shrink tube anymore. The only time I use shrink tube is on me 360, when I put a little bit of about, I don't know, 5mm long just over the eye, because that's where I've found 99% of the problems with the 360 rig, you know, tearing mouths and what have you. That's where it stems from, the hook getting caught in the mesh. So if you cover the hook eye, it's got nothing to hook onto, and it's done, dusted, not a problem. Why do I use a homemade combi as opposed to coated braid? It's simple. I can ring the changes. Those that have got coated braids The only thing they can do with them is lengthen the rig, shorten the rig, lengthen or shorten the supple section near the hook. Plain and simple. Now, with my combi rig, fluoro braid, for example, I can go from a soft fluorocarbon, i.e. Ghost Soft, ESP Ghost Soft, because that's the fluorocarbon that I use, to anything up to the 25-pound trod materials. I generally, if I'm fishing over particles, then I will use the boom section is normally stiffer. If I'm fishing over boilies, it's more 9 times out of 10 15 or 18 pound Ghost Soft. If I'm fishing over boilies and particles, then it'll be the 15 to 18 pound Ghost. And if I'm just fishing over particles, then it's either 15 pound mouth trap, Amnesia, or 25 pound rigidity. Can't even say it now. Rigidity from Fox. As I said before, think about how you want your rigs to work, and then, if you like, adapt a going rig to suit your needs. Not everybody else's needs, your needs. 95% of the time I prefer a supple hair. I always have done, for the simple reason, yeah, it's attached to, in my case, attached to a stiffer material, but that lasts, I would say, from the end of the boilie to the knot on the to joining the two materials together, I would say that is about an inch when it's all tied. So that last inch, you've got a lot of flexibility and a lot of room within the fish's mouth to take a hold. So that's my way of thinking. Here's another rig that is in common use that I feel can be improved on. I've tied it to supple braid because most people use coated braids and they've got the supple section near the hook, so I've tied it on a supple braid because, as I've said before, I don't own any coated braids at all. Ooh. Right, the ring blowback rig is there. That's how most people tie it. Yeah. Right, this is my version of a ring blowback. The first thing you will notice is that there's one very subtle change. Look how aggressive that hook is sitting as compared, let's try this. Oh shit. Let's see if I can do this. No, wrong one. Yeah. See if I can do it this way then. Can't do it that way. Look how aggressive my hook sits compared to the original. Just through one very simple change to the components. The original is tied with an O-ring, and my version is tied with an oval ring. So, as I said before, so tie your rig. Oh shit, wrong one. Tie your rigs to how they suit you. What the hell's that else there? Don't follow the hype. I mean, I don't even buy magazines, so I couldn't tell you what's what in the rig world these days. When I'm shown a new rig, I will have a look at it. I'll tie one up. If I think that it will improve my fishing, then I will give it a go. If I think it won't improve my fishing, then I just don't use it. Plain and simple. Like I said before, I've got 4 basic rigs. 360 with your pole, my version of the slip D, and the O-ring, oval ring I should say, sorry. That does me for 99.9% of my fishing. So, like I say, it's up to you. Adapt your rigs for the situation that you're fishing in to suit you. Nobody else, to suit you. So, at this point, I would like to thank everybody who has subscribed, of which I'm now sitting on 50 something, 52, 53, 54, something like that, subscribers. And all the likes that you put on my videos. So a personal thank you from me to all my subscribers and everybody that likes my videos. Thank you very much. And I've only been going about 5-6 weeks. When I started doing these, I didn't think I would get above 10 in the first month. So it was a big surprise when YouTube emailed me with my stats for the month, and like I say, I've got 50 odd subscribers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you again soon.